Chill! Oh man, what's up, my guys? It's your favorite brain dead burrito, Joe here. Um,
Uh,
I sound a little bit different today because I ate Caleb. He's literally inside my body right now. Without ado, here's Joe.
what's up? And yes, he's whining. The bruises on the back of his throat is just keeping him from being his normal, annoying self.
Yeah, Daddy really taught me a lesson there. No, I'm just
Uh, so, does your RTC have anything planned this weekend, Caleb?
um, we're doing Toys for Tots. This weekend, like this weekend, next weekend,
That's
and the weekend after. So it's pretty good.
uh,
It's a busy year.
so that's it. That's it for this month. For the rest of this month, to this week,
Well,
next week.
that's not really it. I mean, uh, we have a parade. I think next week, and then we have like a community service thing. I don't know if you know this, but down here in Florida, not all, like no, pretty much nobody's seen snow. So I guess some car dealership is deciding to like, you know, make snow.
Fake snow. I know
Yeah,
what it
make
is. I've
snow.
seen that. Seen a lot
So
of
they're
that.
doing that, and I guess they want us to help out with it. So some kid
For as
asked to
long
do
as
that.
for as long as I've been in Georgia, I've only seen it snow once.
Yeah, me too, dude. Like
But
I've
I'm
only ever
also
seen it snow
from where,
once, and it wasn't even like
but I'm
it was
also,
barely an inch of snow.
but I'm also from where it used to snow every single day. So, and if you don't know, I'm an elf. I'm from the North Pole.
Wait,
Their secrets out. Santa's real. Except y'all don't understand. He likes little kids in the ways that y'all don't think.
yeah. See, Joe's told me a lot about this.
Yes, I
Santa
have.
has now this is gonna sound like
Imagination.
magic, right? This is gonna sound like magic, but Santa's community is so like I wouldn't say so advanced, but he figured out how to keep people young, and he steals the bad children, and let's just say he has a pretty good imagination.
He has a lot of ideas to punish them.
Um, See, Joe was one of the lucky ones. He escaped at 15. Um, he left his brother there, obviously. Can't have too many
Of course,
people weighing you down.
only the strong men survive.
Yeah, so he left alone. And now you have good
First,
old Joe Boy.
it's like the first fan art. It's gonna be you as a burrito and me running away from the North Pole.
So there's that picture of Joe Boy right there, see? Right there. On the left. It's amazing. You see that?
What happened? What video? What picture was it?
Don't worry about it, you'll see it.
Yes, I will.
But if you want to see a more accurate picture, right? This this
Just
is this is what you should be looking at. Hold on. I'm gonna by the magical powers of YouTube editing, I am
good.
going to show you the real Joe. Ka-chow.
Okay. It's too amazing for normal eyes, so I hide it.
Exactly. But yeah, that as you saw, that's Joe. That's Joe right there, as you saw. Um, that kind of answers the question of why I call him Poppy.
God damn it! I can only
You know what
imagine.
picture it is, don't you?
Um, is it the Papa Smurf?
Yes.
Ah, yes, me and my all true glory blue.
You escaped from what Santa set calls glory greatest rape
Look, okay,
rape.
it's cold in the North Pole. That's I had frostbite all over my body. Okay, so I spray tan every week.
So I wanna. I don't know how
Wanna
to say this.
wanna have a good, really good time.
Is Santa Claus always blue balled?
No.
No.
Fuck off. That's referring something.
No. That's not referencing anything. What?
It's a medical
No.
problem. Like
It's
I
okay, Joe.
said,
You don't have to go into it, okay?
frostbite. Every
Frostbite. Oh. If you didn't know, Joe is only half man.
I lost my testicle in the pole.
He was a
The
stripper for a
great,
little while.
the great elf revolution.
Bro, oh my god. So my friend actually like so the other day, me and my friend were walking down the hall from our second period, and we were going to our next classes, right? We're walking in the hall, and next thing you know, we see a midget passing by us.
You're the
We
luckiest man.
see he thought it was one of the dean's kids, right? Because sometimes the deans will like bring in their kids, I guess, if they can't find someone to watch them, I guess. And he thought it was the dean's kid until he saw the dude's face and he had a fucking goatee. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine walking down the hall and then a midget passing by you on your left. What the fuck would you do? You would look down and then watch as he fucking passes. That's exactly what my boy did.
Well, I say, I want one.
And he's like, and he looks back at me and he's like, damn. And right at that moment, I nearly fall to the fucking floor laughing. Oh.
You have a stronger military bearing than I do, my friend.
He's like, I feel bad for that dude. Oh man. And that's only part of the story. So
Oh, go
I'm
on.
walking in the halls again, going to my last period class, and he's walking in front of me. And I guess one of his friends is like messing with him on Snapchat, and he starts recording and he's like, with my dude Little Dick right here. And he's just saying that he's like, what's up? I'm here with my dude Little Dick here, walking down the hall.
Are you hanging out with this guy now or what?
No, no, I don't know his name, but I kinda want to be friends with him just so I could say that I'm friends with a midget.
I want that just reminded me of the movie Benchwarmers. I want a little guy too. And it's like, here, have mine. And the guy hands him mini me.
Fucking hell. Oh. So that was that actually was the highlight of my week, actually.
That's kind of boring.
Like that's the first time I've ever legitimately seen a midget.
Actually, they have them all the time at motorcycle rallies.
Really. You
Midget
know what? I
tossing.
gotta. Wait, are you serious?
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Now, do you want to go to a motorcycle rally with me?
Not really. I wouldn't fit in. I'm too brown.
There's more brown people than white people.
I'm too brown.
Bullshit. I'll put you in my sidecar and we'll go.
I'll just go beep beep.
However, you have to pretend you're Asian, and I will dress like Indiana Jones.
Oh.
Do you not get the reference?
I know the reference. Oh. You want shitty fried chicken? That's what if we ever make a movie and me and you are like in it, that's gonna be my catchphrase. Like no negotiations. That's my catchphrase. And I'm just at the turning point. If it's a fucking horror movie, at the turning point of the movie, it'll just cut to me and be like, "You want shitty fried chicken?" For that
I would
split
die
second.
laughing.
For that split second. Oh man. Oh.
I think I would cry.
Why? From laughing?
Yes.
Oh, that's my goal in life now. I'm just gonna go to every director and be like, dude, just give me a split second on screen. This is what I'll say. You want shitty fried chicken?
Just a random commercial. Want some shitty fried chicken?
It's just a video of me holding my eyes to where it looks like I'm an Asian person. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Stupid Mongolians. Stupid Mongolians always knocking down my wall. Anyways, you want shitty fried chicken? That'd be $3.99.
I'd be confused.
Why?
Mexican or Asian?
Exactly. So, Joe, what did you do today?
I actually taught color guard today.
Oh, you taught color, didn't you?
I taught two. Well, what was happening was I've recently done this semester. I've already done 3 art color guard events. And there's an Air Force coming up, and I specialize in Air Force color guard. It's the first color guard I learned, so I caught on to it faster. And the commands are so much fucking easier. I love it. Except I hate one thing about Air Force color guard.
What the
How
fuck is so different from regular color guard and Air Force color guard?
I don't want to answer. Like, there's so. For one, both rifles are either at right shoulder or left shoulder.
That's how it's supposed to be.
No. Nope, Navy, we do it left shoulder and one on left shoulder and one on right shoulder. They're both at either A.
Oh. So you're saying both rifles, like in Air Force, are like at left shoulder arms or right shoulder arms?
I think they're both at right shoulder.
That's
Yeah. Mhm. Oh my god, I'm so that nasty.
So go on with your story.
So I was teaching. So I was in a color guard, and Master Chief's like, "Hey, if y'all have any questions," because I absolutely hate being the American flag. I love being one of the riflemen. I'm also fucking tall, so everyone I march with is always shorter than me. Even in platoon, I'm the second squad leader. So when we're marching, everyone behind me is short as fuck. No joke. The third squad leader, she's about 4 feet tall.
What?
The first squad leader, she's only maybe 5'3".
Oh shit.
So they're short. And then the people surrounding, I feel like I'm in Munchkin Land.
You feel like you're in the Wizard of Oz with all the
Yes.
munchkins?
Yes.
Bro, you should just go to class one day and start singing Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Speaking of singing, you just reminded me of something.
Oh, I did? Holy shit, I'm not a fuck up.
Well, you are, but...
Oh.
So, we're in math class, you know, my last class of the day, the one where most of the shit happens. Look, we just got done with a pretty decent quiz. I don't know how I did on it. I look over, like, directly beside me. I'm not even looking. I'm just looking at a math problem. And in the corner of my eye, all I see is Armaday sniff a marker. And not just to see if it has that scent, but and then he didn't just do it once, not to the same marker. He went throughout all his markers, and then even a highlighter.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring this up with him. I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of him doing. Well, other
Besides
than
getting in a stranger's car
yeah,
because
and
an 11-year-old told him to. Yeah.
oh man, and not only that, following an 11-year-old into the woods. So
Even I was lazy. I didn't want to go into the woods. He's like, "Come on." I'm like, "No, you're gonna get lost." What happens?
they got lost.
Hmm.
Indubitably.
But life goes on. So
Yeah, true.
I was teaching, and I'm a senior, okay,
Yeah.
and everyone else are freshmen. Well, for this drill meet, they want strictly freshmen in color guard.
What?
Yeah,
That's probably the worst thing. You know
and
how hard they would fuck up?
eh,
I mean, they're freshmen.
oh, so you want me to get to the funny part?
Yeah, sure. I was kind of hoping there was one. There was
It
one.
gets a thing, but there's this girl, and she basically is, let's say, autistic noise, but South Korean.
What?
Yep.
You have a
I
South Korean at your school?
I say she's North Korean because she's annoying as fuck, but
God.
see, I bring up North Korean, she starts freaking the fuck out. I'm gonna blow her cover. I bet you she's a sleeper agent.
She
But
just goes home and she goes into her fucking audio diary. Ching chong, ching ching chong ching.
she wrote she wrote in Korean on my arm once, and I was like, "What's it mean?" She says something because I had an infinity sign. I looked over and I said, "I bet you it stands for Daddy Long Dick."
it just I just fucking realized where you were getting with that because of the infinity sign. Oh man.
Let me get to the point. So she tried Guidon, okay?
Yeah.
I've never wanted, I've never hated someone who's been a Guidon as much as this person.
Why?
So we're marching, and then all we do is we do to the rear, march. We turn around and start marching. Would you like to know what that person decided not to do?
They kept marching.
They kept marching. And then all you hear is to the rear, march. And we turn around, and she finally turns around. And then she sees we're all the way at the other side of the drill deck. And you know what she decided to do?
What?
Fucking scream. Like she's getting raped. That was a rape scream.
Oh
And it's
man.
annoying.
I
Okay,
I'm
so
almost too scared to ask how the fuck you know what a scream like that sounds like.
well, you see, I actually don't, but if I had to hear one, I had to sound like that because it hurt my ears. Okay, remember, she can hit a high-pitched note to where my ears ring,
Really?
really, and it's loud. So that's done. She also throws these little temper tantrums. Like if she messes up, she'll stop. Even if it's the one mess up, like she got off step, she'll just stop.
The fuck?
I have to teach her the American flag spot. Today was only her second day of practice.
What, like, is she new to the school? Like,
She's a freshman.
well, I got that, but like,
No, she's not new.
okay.
So, you know how a debriefing works, right? Everyone who,
Yeah, everyone who's in or uh, doing or part of the mission, they get there and like, they
and
get
the people in charge sit in the front and give a debrief, right?
yeah, tell them
I'm
whether or not the mission was a success and all that, and tell them more
yes.
details and all that. Yeah.
So I'm skipping ahead. So everyone is phone, and I look to my left, and she's on her phone, sitting next to me. I'm like, "Why are you not in?" She's like, "Because I have to talk to my team." I'm like, wait, what? Your team? Excuse me? Oh yes, I'm color guard. I'm American flag, so I'm a color guard captain.
I don't think that's how that works.
No, she's a backup color guard that I've been teaching.
Oh,
And then
okay.
she basically goes over what the fuck I'm about to say, and I'm like, you know what, whatever. I had the second class I had to teach, so I'm like, okay. I basically had to teach them how to remarch, how to hold rifles, how to do this, how to do that. You know, normal shit for fucking idiots.
True, true, true.
They're actually not that stupid. One of them did do some color guard. She was training for the parade.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, one of them. It's weird. Let me describe our color guard. You ready?
All right, sure.
Main col- Main color guard. Three white people, one Mexican. Next color guard. Two white people, a South Korean, and a Mexican.
Wait, let me guess. Let me guess. One of the people. One of them is Mexican.
Next one. Yeah, you're right on the next one. One Mexican and three black people.
Hey, at least there's all of them are brown.
I sat there. I was like, wait, do we have a full white team? I was like, damn it. So I honestly look. I basically do whatever the hell I want because I can go. I'm on all teams. If I need to be put on a team, I'm put on a team. Color guard's not my best suit, but I can do it.
Yeah.
So I'm teaching them, and the girl doesn't know how to call commands.
Yeah.
Now these girls, when they're in class, because we also teach classes here. I teach a class.
Wait,
When
hold
they're
on.
in
Wait,
class,
what was that? Wait, what?
I teach a class.
Oh, oh. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
That's what I did. Um, they're the most rambunctious, annoying girls that don't even follow the simplest commands or rules.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, today was inspection, so let me get to that after this. But when they're not with their friends, they're the most respectful and all that, and I don't understand why.
It. Don't try to. Don't try to.
And you know what? You have a point. So let me. Well, basically, practice wasn't too bad. I got tired of, like, it's tiring teaching and then having to teach it again when you're not. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but
Hmm.
I don't know every spot. Like I prefer rifle or navy flag because I don't like uh, calling commands. I can, but you know. So I had the field manual in my in my hand, and I was just sitting there reading from it. I was like, okay, so when
Okay.
this happens, you do it like this, exactly like this. When this happens, you do this. And I looked at them. I'm like, today, y'all have homework. Go and when y'all get home, read y'all's field manuals. And they're like, why? Because I want y'all to be the best. I want y'all to be better than the group over there. And they're like, okay.
Right.
And I'm like, Kirby. That's not his name, but I call him that.
Okay.
You need to practice marching because he him being on step is the main problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump back to inspection.
Yeah.
So we're having inspection today, and you know, if you don't wear your uniform, you stand quietly at Parade West, not talking, not on your phone,
Hold on. Let me paint
and
a
all that.
visual picture for the people. Like I'm gonna with the power of the magical powers of editing. Okay, there's a picture up. All right.
Oh,
So
a
explain
picture
it.
of what? A picture of what? What is it?
What you were saying.
So there'll be two platoons. One the NS1 classroom, which would be Master Chiefs, which I
Yeah.
help teach, and the Commander's classroom, which is NS2s, NS3s, and NS4s,
Yeah.
which I inspect and all that.
All right.
So we're and behind them on the sidewalk there's a sidewalk there now. Behind them there's a that's where they'll stand in a long line at parade rest. However, there were two females. I'm not going to name them, but I will give them names that describe them.
All right.
Cancer and chemo.
Wait, what?
Cancer and chemo.
What?
They
Wait.
both suck.
Oh, okay.
So I look back there. I'm like, y'all are supposed to be standing at parade rest. And she just grabs her crotch, spreads her legs, and leans back.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. See.
So let me just continue real quick, okay?
All right.
We get done with the inspection, and there's 7 freshmen cadets that didn't wear their uniform. So you know the old Vine, not Vine, that meme that said, "Ever fuck up so bad you had to vacuum the parking lot."
Yeah.
I went to Commander. I'm like, Commander, he's like, yes. If they're not standing at parade rest, is it okay if I punish them? And he's like, what do you mean? Can I give them brooms and have them sweep the parking lot? And he just smiles, the biggest smile.
Oh man.
And he says, starting next week, you can. I'm like, oh my god, really?
God. Bro, if I go up to Georgia again this year, I gotta see that.
Yeah, you got to.
I have to stay there long enough to be able to see that.
You can stay up here for a week, though. I like it stuff.
Shit. I need to. Either that or you need to come down here.
You stay here for a week, I'll go down there for a week. I would go down there for Christmas break, but you might be having like a holiday with your family, and I don't want to interrupt that one.
Yeah, true. I wouldn't want to interrupt you. I don't fucking know what the fuck you do.
You don't celebrate Christmas, really.
Exactly.
So, well, it was a decent day. How do your inspections go? They don't go as bad as mine, do they?
No, not usually. Usually we get a good amount of people wearing their uniforms. So essentially, here's how our inspection days go. Right? We have inspection on Wednesdays, just like y'all. At least this year, and essentially we get into class and everybody's standing at attention. Like after the bell rings, everybody's behind their seats, standing at attention, and the class commander, of the LE1s, she calls roll and she marks off who is absent, gives the roll to Sergeant Major. He puts it in the computer, and then she says ready seats, and then they say Marine Corps all together. They sit
Oh,
down with their hands in their laps, and then she says just, and then they hit the tables, and that's when class starts. It's the same with the LE3s and 4s, and then. But on inspections, essentially what will happen, she'll take roll, and then she'll say, go outside for inspection. And we all go outside, and the class commander will stand in front in the middle of the platoon, or in front of them, and say, fall in. Everybody falls in. First squad does dress right, and everybody falls in behind everybody else.
Okay. So, oh yeah, internet's back working in the OC.
Oh, it is? Did you have to move everything back?
Mm-mm. So would you like to understand? So you know the ports where you plug in the right, the modem. You know,
Yeah.
you plug in internet, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. I've been telling people, hey, can we just plug it directly into the computer? No, Joe, don't be stupid. That won't work. It has to be plugged into a modem.
It worked, didn't it?
No, I was like, fine. I don't know computers that well. I won't do it.
You did it anyways, didn't you?
I didn't do it. I got someone that was tech friendly. That modem that everyone thought it was a splitter. It worked perfectly fine plugging the computers into the back. So now instead of having 3 computers up and running right now,
Wait, what did y'all do? Like you took the Ethernet cord and plugged it into the computers?
yeah, basically that's all.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, yep, yeah.
Boy, you should have asked me.
Excuse me, my bad. Oops.
You should have asked me, dude. I could have
No,
told
but
you.
everyone I kept asking, they're like, no, that won't work. I got someone that was tech friendly.
They're obviously
It
fucking
fucking
idiots.
worked. And then I was like, guys, I've been telling you this. And they're like, no, you haven't. I was like, you sons of bitches.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit right there.
I don't care, really.
Oh, man. Well. Oh, you want to hear some bullshit that I think I'm gonna end off this video with some bullshit, right?
Okay.
Now, I don't want to talk bad about my unit. Okay.
You cut out.
Okay.
You cut out for me.
All right. Well, I said I don't want to talk bad about my unit, right? But
Yeah.
a couple.
You
Wait,
cut
hold
out.
on. Hold on. Yeah. People are trying to annoy me. But anyways, a couple of the officers that we have are really annoying. So today I had to stay, as you know, I had to stay after school for drill practice. So we're marching, and one of the things that I notice is the person marching us is calling platoon halt on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
He's
That'd make me mad.
he's calling it on the right foot. So he'll go left, platoon halt. So he'll say platoon on the right foot and then halt on the left. And my friend Aldagamse, she tried to tell him that he did it wrong. And he's like, no, I did it right. You're supposed to call it on the left foot. You go platoon halt. And she's like, no, you started on the left foot. You say platoon and then halt on the right, which is the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you just listen to what I'm saying and just do it how I say it. When I say halt, you halt. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of stupid, but all right. That'll probably get us points off at the drill competition. So then last year so my school has basketball courts, like small, like I think like 100 by 100 feet ones.
Okay.
Right? And we practiced drill there last year, and we practiced there because it was the exact same size as the area for the drill competition that we were marching in. So it was all good. We had a defined area, but this year we're marching in the courtyard, which the courtyard is hexagonal, right? It's hexagonal, and then it has a hexagon, what we call the helicopter pad.
Okay.
So we stand where we usually do when it's inspection day, and we stand there, and we start marching. And we start marching, and this is after he says platoon halt. We start marching again, and we do columns. And by this time, we're in the grass, and we're kind of going into a bit of a bumpy area, so it's not easy to stay covered and aligned. And
Understandable.
and one of the officers is like, "Stay covered, stay aligned," and we can't talk because we're marching, and I'm just like, well, it's kind of hard to do that when we're on a bumpy area. And then he just stops us again, calling platoon halt on the wrong fucking foot, and they're all surprised when we're not aligned. They're all surprised when we're not aligned, and they're blaming it on us, which I can partly understand because it's our job to keep ourselves aligned and all that. But it's also kind of their fault because they should have figured that it would be kind of hard to do that if we're in a bumpy area in the grass. And it's hard to, like, do maneuvers. So then we start marching again. And this time they're like, okay, we're just going to do simple movements and all that. We're just going to march and do faces and stuff. So we're like, okay, we'll do that. And we start marching, and we end up marching everywhere in the fucking courtyard. But at the end of drill practice, they march us towards the second building, right? We're marching, and we're going up the hill, and it's kind of bumpy, and then we do to the rear march. And I'm kind of leading the platoon because I'm in the back because I'm fucking short as fuck. And I'm marching, and then we do to the rear, we go back, and then we do a fucking flank, or a right flank, and then a left flank and all that. And mind, it's fucking super fucking bumpy, and not to mention the dirt is like super loose, so it's not, our boots aren't really able to get a grip in the grass. And
Yeah.
we finish marching, and they're like, "You aren't aligned. Look at this spacing. I can fit in between you." And the two squads that she was talking about, they were perfect. They had full 40 inches back to chest, and she's mad because she could fit in between them.
Bitch, eat some more.
And it's like um you're fucking skinny as fuck. Why wouldn't you be able to? But anyways, that's my bullshit story for the day. I think this has been a good length episode, man. What do you think? About almost 40 minutes. Huh.
I think it's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you enjoy hearing us talk about our stupid days, whatever the fuck, I don't give a I don't know. Then consider the skizzles, right? Exactly. Goodbye.
Good. Peace.